Hey Annie, so thank you for coming in today. I'm happy we were able to make a little bit of progress on that back. You are definitely still in the tough phase of this, where this thing is kind of nagging at you pretty constantly here. So, big goals today is just to find happy positions, happy movements, just kind of demote the bad and promote the good. As much as I want to get excited about talk about the next steps and running and working out again and getting you back to your normal self. Obviously, this is still probably going to bug you for another week or so, I bet. But I'm really hoping we can make the days a lot smoother and more comfortable here. I got 5 moves for you. We'll go over those. Again, these are all should be ones that there's no rep limit on these. There's no time limit on these. It's just do them comfortably, easy, comfortable, reproducible. It's just something that we're just trying to point ourselves in the right direction towards healthy again. Keep icing. Keep, if you need to heat a little bit, I do want to kind of flip I didn't talk about this when you were here, I do kind of want to flip your order. I'm okay if you want to do heat and ice both. Typically, I think you said you've been icing early and then maybe heating before bed. I want to switch that. I want you to heat early, kind of work on some of that stiffness. Think about the heat we did in here, right? And then you feel a little bit better moving afterwards. And then save the cold for evening, at least after dinner, if not before bed. But don't ice during the day if you can help it. Keep doing ibuprofen if you need it to. Anything to get you. Right now, the name of the game is just comfortable. We'll worry about performance later. And also, I'm going to send you a TENS unit link. You can go for that if you'd like. The first one, the biggest one that we found was that piriformis, those outer hip muscles that wrap around very tight on both sides. So again, you're kind of in that pigeon stretch that you've done before, but we want to break that pigeon. We want to be more of a 90-degree here, leaning down, chest towards that knee. This should be your starting position here. And as much as I'd love for you to get all the way down here, I know you were kind of stuck up high just because it's so tight down there. So I want you to get to this position where it feels really tight, and then I'm not a big fan of just a stretch with no movement, or a position with no movement. So once you're here, obviously just breathe, relax, really let that muscle let go in the hip. But if you can add some cat, cow in this position, I think that will only help bring it into your back a little bit more and help that connection. Obviously right now the hip's tight and that's causing back strain. So if we can get the back moving well while that hip is in a stretch, that's only going to get us out of that mess a little bit quicker. So cat, cow in a piriformis stretch position. Again, this could be couch, bed. You can do the floor. Floor's a little bit trickier for the really tight ones, but this will work for you. Again, cat, cow in this position. I want you doing this several times a day. You can't do it enough. The other stretch we had was a hip flexor. Again, you've done this before. We're kind of in this. Again, don't lean real far. I don't want to pull that back into it too much. So you get into that hip flexor position, just a nice gentle one. I am going to say here, I do want you to work on engaging the core while you're in this one. I think it'll help with any sort of extra back strain. So again, my phases would be engage the core, lean into it. Once you feel some tension there, then all you want to work on is maybe just a little bit of posture. And kind of, again, we're trying to get your arch in your back. You've kind of lost that. You're in this hunched over phase. So just adding a little bit of arch, as opposed to leaning real far. Don't do the hip flexor stretch quite like that yet. Strength move I liked for that low back. We did this at the end. That seemed to be a pretty good one for you. Grab a weight, maybe 10 pounds was about what we did here. And then you're doing real wide stance. Nice and tall, good posture. All the way down, wonderful low back stretch, and then all the way up, you're getting some strength. So I like this one because it's kind of 2 birds, 1 stone. Back stretch, plus a nice little groin and hip stretch, and some back strength. Lightweight, 5 to 10 pounds, but it's going to help strengthen those muscles that have kind of been off here for a little while you've been injured. So, love that one. Those are 2 stretches and a strength. And then the others, these are probably a little less on the priority list, but I still like these a lot for you. One is just this prone on elbows position. If you can get on this position, I think this is just a great resting position for you. If you can do some work, if you can do some emails, text, or whatever. In this position, I think this is great. Just spend 5 minutes like this and just take some pressure off that low back. This will be a cue for us eventually if you can lift that leg without pain, but that's probably next time. And then while you're in this position, I think squeezing the glutes, just tighten everything up. Tighten the glutes, tighten the low back a little bit. Again, it's just a position we've been avoiding for a while. We want to slowly get back into it. We're not going to add a lot of force to this one quite yet. So this is great. If you can add that little push up too, again, really trying to get your arch back in your back. This is almost a hurt so good kind of a position. Love this one for you. And then flip it over. We didn't beat up the core a lot today. I definitely think that's on the list for down the road. But what I want you to do here is work on engaging your core. So again, that's just tightening like you're about to get punched. You can add a little bit of a pelvic tilt and then doing some bridging. I just think this is, if you're gonna get on the floor and do some yoga stretches and do a little bit of work, I really wanna add these bridges to your daily routine right now, at least for the next few weeks. Again, because it's a nice soft way to re-engage the core and then hit this low back area again. So the hips get a little bit of work too. While you're here, you can do, obviously your old school piriformis stretch you've done is this, but again, remember I also want you to get that over stretch too. That's the one that's really killing you. So if you're on the floor, go ahead and hit some piriformis. You can hit some hamstring if you like as well, and then hit some bridges. Very good. So that's really it, those 5. Piriformis, bridge, up on the elbows, hip flexor stretch, and then that back extension stretch. Again, I know it sounds like a lot, 5 moves, but again, just 20 seconds here, 30 seconds there. Just kind of sprinkle those in whenever you can. Still love the heat and the ice and the ibuprofen if you need it. Love the TENS unit option if you're just kind of need a little bit of a break on the discomfort. What I want you to do next couple weeks is monitor that pain going down the legs. I'm really curious about the frequency there, also the time of day there. Are we getting that more early or late? Is that intensity decreasing? Is that frequency decreasing? If that's all going the right direction, then that's awesome. So big picture, stretch the hips a lot, start to re-engage the core a bit. If you want to go for a walk, if you want to do a light workout, be my guest. I think we're past the point of doing nothing. You're on to let's start working it. So I'm really excited. I know you're not nowhere close to where we're going to be, but I see the path forward. I really do. I didn't think it would be the hips. I thought it'd be more the back, but seems to be the hips is going to be where we're going to spend a lot of our time. I hope it helped. I hope I hope when you get this video, you're feeling better already. Hope I didn't make you too sore. So please keep me posted. Let me know progress, good or bad. Maybe we can change some things on the fly. But if not, definitely we'll meet again in a couple weeks and keep it going. And if I come up with something, I'll let you know. But looking forward to the progress. And take care. We'll talk soon. Bye.